Well, good morning, everyone, team. Welcome back
Good
to the
morning, Kumar.
sessions. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, welcome back to the sessions, team. So, let me start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So, by yesterday, we completed our 2 demo sessions, team. So, as part of the demo yesterday, we have discussed about the Oracle knowledge repository, like how we can access the Oracle standard documentation that is available over the internet, how we can go and how we can access Steam. And also, we have seen where we can find the Oracle release notes, like every quarterly upgrade when they upgrading their application, what are the release notes that they are coming up with? I mean, what are the new enhancements or the functionalities that they are coming up with? Okay, how to get that information upfront before the upgrade that is yet to come, where to access the release notes, that all we have seen, team, right? And then we were discussing about the Oracle certification process. So as I told you, many of you having a doubt whether to do the certification or not. So that we have seen, team, Oracle certification, how they will be conducting, what is the examination pattern, what is the cost incurring for that, how to book the exam, what is the mode of examination that Oracle conducting, that all we have seen, team. And then I introduce it to you Oracle Fusion application, team, like how the application will be delivered to the clients or the customers when they're buying the product from Oracle, right? I mean to say, in which form the application will be delivered to them. We have seen, as it is a cloud-based application, the application will be delivered just in the form of URL, I told you, correct, team? And then what are the different names that we will be calling the application as? As I told you, we can call it as URL, web link, instance, server, environment, or POD, platform on demand. We can refer or we can call the application with different names. That's what I told you yesterday, team. And client to client, customer to customer, what is the difference in the URL that you can able to observe? The difference in the pod number, right, team? That also I told you. From every client to client, the difference will be in the pod number that I told you. So, and then post this introduction, team, we have seen the accessing of the Fusion application, how to log in into the Fusion application, what are the basic home level screen features. Like once we log into the system, the basic home level functionalities, like as soon as we provide the user ID, password, and once we click on sign in. So what is this area is about once we log in, the home screen functionalities like Springboard, Navigator, functional areas, sub-functional areas, and what are these home button, favorites button, bell icon. These all basic introduction to the application we have seen in yesterday's demo, team. So today I'm going to start with our regular classes, team. So from today, we are going to start with our regular training with respective to this Oracle Fusion HCM cloud applications. So to start with, it's not about the training only, team. When you go for the projects, when you are working in the projects in the real time, the very first fundamental concept every individual should aware in the system will be the concept of security administration, team. So when I'm discussing about the modules in the system, okay, when I'm discussing about the modules in the system, a day before yesterday on day 1, I was explaining you, right, what are the modules we have and what are the other than modules, the technical concepts that we have in the system. Here, team, we have a concept called security administration. If you see this. So to start the training program or in the real time when you are working for the projects also, to start the project, team, everyone should have, first of all, the basic fundamental understanding about this concept of security administration team. So I'm also going to start our training with the concept of security administration concept. After the security team, we can start with our modules in the system. Okay. But everyone should be aware of this concept of security in the Fusion system team. So what we are going to see in the concept of security administration team. Why I'm telling that this is important to know when we go for the implementation project. Huh? Why? See team, now I could able to log in into the system with my credentials team. Correct? I have my login. If you could see when I sign out team, in order to log in into the system, in order to log in into the Fusion system, we require the user ID and password. This is my account team, trio.hr, and I have my account password. So once I give my details only, I could able to sign in. How the user account created to myself? That is required to know by everyone team. Because when we go for a project team, let's suppose Tata is the client team. Let's assume Tata Group is the client or the customer company. So Tata Group purchased this Oracle Fusion applications in order to use in their in-house day-to-day HR operations team. Now Tata Group given the project to the IT company. Okay. So that is our company where we will be working team. Let's assume team Tata Group given the project to TCS, Deloitte, or Accenture, some company that whatever that we all know that let us take team. Just 1 second, there is some issue with my Microsoft Excel. Okay. Tata Group given the project to, let's say, Deloitte team. As we all know, Deloitte is a well-known IT company, right? Consulting company team. So Tata Group purchased this Oracle Fusion product from Oracle, and Tata given the project to Deloitte to implement the system or to configure the system according to their requirement. So these are the scope team, like they have to use core HR, absence, payroll, all these modules they are planning to use. So Tata given the project to Deloitte team. So we will be working in these IT companies, right? So from Deloitte team, we are 10 implementation consultants as a team of 10. We will be calling as implementation consultants or implementation users team. Okay. So we are the implementation team. How many are there? Let's assume, considering functional, technical, all together, let's suppose team 10 resources. Okay. 10 resources. We are going to work for our client Tata Group team. Now Deloitte got the project. Okay. And Deloitte deployed 10 resources of them for working for the client of Tata. Now we are one among these 10, let's assume team. Okay. Once we deployed into the project team, we should get access to the system, right? Every one of us should have the user ID and password to be created, right team? Then who will create that? How the user IDs and passwords to us will be created, team? We are 10 people. We are the implementation team who is going to work for the client Tata Group. So we should get access. We should get access to the Tata Group system team. Whatever the Oracle Fusion system that Tata Group purchased, we all should have access to that application, right? How that will happen in real time? Usually, team, the IT team, whoever is there in the Tata client side team. So I don't use the word Tata, let's use client. Okay. The IT team in the client side basically will be dealing with all these application purchasing from the Oracle and then looping the project to the Deloitte or consulting companies and all team. So whoever is the IT team, they might create all the user accounts for all the people, whoever going to work for their project team, and they can share with us. Or else team, they can create one user account. For out of our team, we might have a project manager, right? For our project manager, they might create one user account and they might give team, hey, use this account and create the accounts for all other teammates of your team. Something like that they can ask. It depends team. Sometimes as per their policy team, all the implementation team, whoever the people going to work for their project, for all of them, the system access, they only create and they will give to all of us. Sometimes they will just create one user with all the access team for our project manager or someone, and they will ask us to create the user accounts and provide the access to all of our other people team. So whatever the scenario may be team, as a implementation consultant, okay, we should know how in the Fusion system the user account creation will be done, and how in the Fusion system the access related access related configuration should be done team. So in the concept of security administration, we are going to see two concepts team. One is user account management. One is user account management, and the other is team role management team. If anyone asks you what you are going to learn in security administration or what you will have in the security concept or security administration, tell them we will be having two concepts as part of security to learn. One is user account management and the other one is role management in the system. So what we will see in user account management team, in user account management, we will discuss how in the Fusion system, the user accounts will be created. Okay. So when it comes to user account team, this is one case. When we go for an implementation team, for our team members, for our implementation team, how to get the user accounts created. We are not employees of the client company team. We are just outside third party who got the project and we are there to implement the system. So we are called as implementation team or implementation users team. We might call it with different names. We might call as implementation team and we might call as implementation users team. So when it comes to user account creation, we should see the system from two perspectives team. One is how to create the user accounts for our team, implementation team, and at the same time, how in the Fusion system for the employees, the user accounts will be created. For example, team, we configured core HR module, absence, payroll, everything we implemented and we hand over the system to the client team. Now Tata Group is going to use this HR system for their day-to-day HR activities team. Now everyday hirings will happen. Employees will be created into the system. Correct team? Employees will be hired into the system. So what is the case of employees? Whenever employees are being hired, every employee should be given the access to the system, right? Because they have to check their personal information, employment information. They have to check their pay slips. They have to apply the leaves in the system. They have to complete their goal setting, performance evaluation. Correcting. Every employee in the client organization, they require the access to the system. This is the portal for them. How the user accounts for them will be created? So when it comes to user account management team, we have to understand the system from both perspectives. If it is an employee, if you are hiring the employee in the system, how the user accounts will be created for them. If not employee, we are implementation users team. We are not employees in the client organization. For time being, to implement the project we came. We might not be created as employees in the system. Then other than employee, non-employee accounts we will call team. These are, we require just user accounts to access the system team for doing the configurations. So we have to see the user account management from both perspective. Employees, how in the system user accounts will be created. Non-employees, just user accounts we want to access the system, how the access will be created. That both we have to do team. So when it comes to user account creation part team, we have two ways in the Fusion system to define the user accounts for any individual team. One is automatic, way of creation, and the other one is manual way of creation team. What are they? We have two ways to define the user accounts in the system team. What are they? One is automatic way, that is system itself automatically will create the user accounts team. The other one is manual way. As an admin in the system, you can manually create the user accounts. Kumar, what is this automatic? How it will happen? For employees, particularly, I am talking about our client employees team. Whenever hiring happening in the system, so basically team, the hiring in the Fusion system will happen in the core HR module team. Entire employee management will be happened in the core HR module. So I will just show you the navigation team. Once a HR want to hire an employee in the system team, they will come to this My Client Groups functional area, and they will go to New Person sub-functional area, and then here team, they have the tasks available team. See, hire an employee. So basically, once the hiring happened in the organization, if HR want to create the employee record in the system, they will perform the hiring here team. So this is the hiring screen. So identification, person information, employment, compensation, all the employee details we will capture and we will submit team. So employee record will be created. So when this hiring happening in the system, okay, when this hiring happening in the system, when a HR admin hiring the employee in the system, it's an automated behavior team that system automatically will create the user accounts for the employee. So in the second tab team, in the person information tab, we have the provision to capture email ID details of the employee team. We will give here. As soon as the hiring completed team, system generate the user account and system will send the email to that person email ID team. Hey, welcome to Oracle. Welcome email. Your account successfully created. Click on the link to reset the password like that. So this is in the case of employees team. For our client side employees, once we hand over the system, once the implementation is done, once we hand over the system, they started using the application team. And when they're hiring the employees team, HR no need to manually create the user accounts for them. As soon as they hire the employee record, system itself automatically creates the user account for every employee team. That is okay, Kumar. That is for employees. After implementation, everything. But what about now? What about now? We are the implementation partners now. Implementation team we are. How the user accounts for our team will be created? Ravi, yes, any question?
Uh, Kumar, I have the question.
Yes, Pratik.
Uh, Kumar, whatever the email is being scheduled after the employee creation,
Mhm.
so all those emails will be configured first while implementation.
Correct. They might use, let's say client might use Microsoft Outlook, Office 365 or G Suite of Google, whatever the email service provider they are using, out of the
Hmm.
system first that email accounts to be created, and that we will give while hiring the employees in the system.
No. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the email text and everything.
Template, how the
Template.
body of the email should come.
Yes.
That we are going to discuss. We have that in the user management only. We have the category where we can decide what is the email text body should come everything. I'm going to discuss that.
Kumar, can you hear me now?
Hey Ravi, hi, yes.
Hi. Thank you. I'm joining for the first time today, Kumar. Thank you.
Yeah.
When you send the notification for new hires, how would they know which roles to assign? Because the employee can be from different departments, right?
Coming. It's too
Okay.
early. I'm at the beginning stage. I have to talk about roles. I will tell you that.
Okay. I'll
We
keep
have that. Even how the user accounts are created, even the roles also will automate. We have a role provisioning concept in that.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
Ravi. I think the minimum role what when it is being hired is given as an employee.
Employee.
And after that, it can be changed to manager or maybe system admin or HR admin. That is different, right, Kumar?
That
Am
is
I correct?
different. That is different, but you people are too advanced. We have to get to
Advanced.
reach to that concept. We will see that. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Just I'm concentrating as of now how the user account is working. Let's see when we come to role part. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Kumar,
I have a doubt. My name
uh,
is Jyoti. Good morning.
Yes,
Uh,
Jyoti.
uh, these user accounts, these are created by the talent team, HR team, or these are created by the implementation consultants?
HR team. When it comes to the employees, the HR team, the end
Oh,
users who using
okay.
the system. Okay. Yeah.
So, what
Kumar,
is the role of implementation
Team,
consultants
let's
in
take
this?
up the sessions at the end of the session, team, because the flow will get interrupted. Yes, last question, Ravi, please.
and we can talk after
Yeah,
your
please.
class. No worries.
Because the entire flow might get disturbed in between. Let us continue. Let's park the questions and we'll discuss at end of the session. Okay.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So see team, whatever the questions that till now I received, these are upfront questions that which we supposed to discuss. We will see that definitely. Don't worry team. Let us first understand how the concept is working. So we'll proceed with that. No problem. So basically what I'm trying to tell is team, when it comes to user account creation part in the Fusion application, we have two ways how the user accounts will be creating. One is automatically for the employees in the system. Once we hand over after the implementation, I'm talking team, not initially this one. Let's suppose we configure the system, we hand over the system and they are using, the client using. And when they're hiring their employees team, system will take care of that part. Automatically, they will generate the user account. But what is the option of manual? Why we have the option to create the accounts manually, Kumar? See, at times within the employees also team, we have user account rules that we will configure team. Like what should be the username format for the employees, whether it is employee email ID, employee number, or employee first name, last name. Certain rules we will configure in the system team. That also we are going to see probably by today or tomorrow maximum team, next section team. When it comes to the hiring, if any data discrepancy is there in the hiring team, whatever the required information for the user account creation, if you have not captured them, then system might not create the account automatically. Okay, there are cases where due to the data discrepancies team, for example, in the Fusion application now, we set up the user account rule something like for every employee in my system, the user ID should be their email ID team. Every employee's user ID should be their email ID. That is what the rule we configured in the system. But unfortunately, whenever HR hiring the employee, HR not captured his email and he completed the hiring of the record. Then what system will do? System can't create any user account for them automatically. The user account creation cannot be done. So such kind of data discrepancies, if any employee record face a team, we should go with a manual approach and we should create. This is employees. after we configuring the system, handing over to the client, and once they start using the system, this is the case team. Now come to our case. Now we were deployed to the project and we should get access to the system. We, the implementation team, are not the employees in the client organization. So obviously, we 10 people, let's say, will not be hired in the system as an employees team. Then how come our user accounts will be created? So that is the point I want to make you clear now, team. Manually, we have the approach to create the user accounts other than employees. Okay, other than employees, non-employee accounts. Okay, that might be our implementation users, our implementation team, or within the organizations also team, some admin or technical accounts. Every client will ask a team for using them for different processes to run in every module, core HR, absence, payroll, talent. When you take team, certain processes that which will be running in the system. So to run that processes or to run certain reports other than employee accounts team, sometimes clients will ask us to have some admin accounts to be created. They will not link to any employee in the system, just a user account to access certain functionalities team. So other than employees, if non-employee accounts to be created, like for our implementation team or other admin accounts, anything, how we can create that in the system. So we will see team how in the Fusion application, the user accounts will be created manually. When we come to core HR module, once we complete the configurations, when it comes to the transactions part, I will show you this part team. I will hire the employee and I will show you how the user accounts getting created for them. But now initially team, we have to be clear with this part. Manually, it might be employees also. Sometimes due to some data issues, HR might create the accounts manually, or non-employee accounts for our implementation team. Just a user accounts if you want to create to access the system. How to create it? Let us see team. Once you log in into the system team, by this time I was telling, right, probably client might give one user account for our project manager and they will ask us to create the further accounts team. Let's assume I logged in with that user account which client given team. Let's say for my project manager or team lead, they have given one user account with all access. I logged in. Once after login into the system, if you want to configure any new user accounts team, come to tools, here team. If you come to the tools, we have a functional area by name tools. Under tools, if you scroll down, we have something called security console team. So this is the sub-functional area under tools we can find. Entire security in the Fusion application will be controlled or maintained in a one single place called security console. If any one of you having prior to Fusion EBS experience team, there you used to have the concept of IDM, Oracle Identity Management team. From there you used to maintain the responsibilities, user creations and all. But in Fusion application team, the entire security, creating of user accounts, adding of the accesses, everything will be controlled in this security console work area. So come to tools and go to security console and then you will land upon this page team. Okay, click on cross, you will land upon this page. Roles, users, here team, come to users. Come to users. Then you can see that screen coming as user accounts. So in the system, if you want to check out what all user accounts we are having, you can able to search here team, and you can able to search for the existing user accounts in the system for any employee or any non-employee accounts, anything you can search here. If you want to create new user account in the system team, then come to users and then go to add user account team. Click on add user account, right? Then you will land up on this page team, add user account. So this is the screen where you will be configuring the user accounts in the system team. As soon as we will be sharing the accesses to you, you can practice these things team. Okay, you can create the user accounts and you can check it out, all the things that what we're discussing today. So once you come to add user account team, we have see associated person information. What is this team? Associated person type. We have two options in this team. None, worker. What is this? This is important to noting. The question to us, whenever we creating the user account manually team, system will ask us what type of account that you are creating. Whether you are creating user account for the employee that you already hired in the system, as I told you, right? Whenever hiring happening also sometimes due to some data discrepancies or data issues, if proper data, if you have not given the required information, system cannot create the accounts, though employee record created. If that is the case team, when you come to user account, if you are trying to create the user account for any employee record in the system that already hired, then team associated person type keep as worker. When you keep worker, one more field will open to me here. See, the moment I select worker team, system asking me to search the worker name. If I go to this magnifier search, I can able to search for the workers who you already hired in core HR, who the person you already hired in the system. For that person, if you are creating team, you can search the worker. Let's say I'm searching with the employee by name, some John. As it is a demo instance team, training environment, we have already certain employees data available team. That is why when I search with John, I could able to see some record coming up. So I'm selecting that worker team, select and click on OK. So all the details will automatically populate here. Employee's first name, last name, his email ID, username, all these things team. So if you are creating any user account manually for the employee in the system, we have to search for that employee and we have to create team. But now my requirement is not for the employees team. I want to create for all of our team members, all of our implementation team, non-employee accounts for implementation users I want to create. How in that case? Just let me go back team and come again freshly. Keep it none. Associated person type, keep it none. None means it is not a user account related to any employee in the system. Just a user account we are creating team. Directly we can access the system with this user accounts. Keep it none. Don't select worker. Then team, account information, we have active and locked. When you creating the account team, make sure you have to keep it active. Then only the account will work team. What is this locked? When we will inactive the account, in next 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you what are they. Now keep it active and then come to user information team. Come to user information team. Here you can see user category team default. When you are working in your client's application for the first time, in the user category, you will see this default option. When you click on the drop down also, you won't find any of these things. Adil, Aryan or Shivansh, these things you won't find team. As this is being used by other participants as well for the training part, they created custom categories. When to create, why to create, By end of the session, you will come to the understanding team. So this one, when you are working in the real-time client's application also, by default in the drop down, you will see this default user category team. What is that? I will tell you. So keep like this only. And then team, you have to capture the user information team for the user account you are creating. So let's say I will give the name TrioTech, last name as Kumar, I am giving team. Then email, it is asking me. Okay. Now first name dot last name came. Now I am giving my email ID team. Let's say Kumar@TrioTech software trainings dot. I'm giving my required email ID. In regular cases, whatever is the concerned employees or the user's email that we have to give. Now see team, the moment I given the email, automatically the user name taken up with this. Who told the system to take that format? My client might have a different requirement. My client is telling Kumar in my application for all the employees or the other accounts, the username should be employees first name dot last name. I want that. Can I able to configure that kind of rules? Yes, team. That all will be decided in this category. I will tell this how to do that one. Now see team, first name, last name, then email I have given team of that user, then the username and the password, what I want to give. Let's say I'm giving the password team, tested.8123, something I'm giving here, and I'm confirming the password team. And when I'm giving the password also, there is an eye icon here. What is that? Password call policy, custom. Okay, minimum 8 characters, 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, 1 special character. What are all these things? Who told that team? See, within the concept of security administration team, in the user account management, we have the user account rules to configure team. Like all these things. What should be the username format? Okay. Then the password policy. Then confirming the password expiration and password or user account notifications. That all we can able to configure team. That I will tell you. That resides in this category level team. Okay. Now team, I started creating the user account in the system. I'm creating with the name of TrioTech Kumar. Okay. What about this role section team? What about this role section team in the system? Creating the user account will not suffice our requirement team. What else we require? In security, after the user account team, we should talk about the concept called role management. Means what team? Means what team? In the Fusion application, how the access is being provisioned. Now I'm creating a user account team, TrioTech Kumar by name. Okay. I'm creating a user account for this person team. So with this login, what all access in the system that person should able to get, that will be decided from this concept of roles team. So in the entire Fusion application team, the concept of security is working on a one single concept called RBAC. What is that team? In the entire Fusion application, the security is working on a one single concept called RBAC. RBAC stands for team roles based access control. RBAC means what team? Roles based access control. So in the entire Fusion application team, the concept of security is working on this concept, that is RBAC. What is RBAC or roles concept, Kumar? See, for every module that we have in the system team, you take any module in the system team, Oracle standardly delivers certain roles to access them team. For example, you take core HR team. In order to access all the functionalities, setups of core HR module, absence module, talent module, anything you take team, across all the functional areas, the modules you take, technical concepts you take, in order to access them, all the configurations, functionalities, setups within these modules or functional areas team, for everything, Oracle standardly delivered certain roles. Some of them I will list out here, team. As part of the materials folder that I'm going to share today, you will get in that, all that list. Okay. I'm listing out some of them. So I logged in with my user TrioTech team. When I log in into the system, I could able to see several functionalities team in my Springboard area or in my navigator area. All the modules related functionalities I could able to see. So how that happening team based upon the roles. So for every module or every functional area in the system, in order to access that modules, Oracle delivers certain roles. For example, team, in order to access the functionalities of core HR, absence and talent, we have the rules like team, human resource manager. Okay. We have the roles available called human resource manager, human resource specialist, then human resource analyst team. Okay. Like this, we have the roles for core HR, absence and talent together. We have these roles team. Then for payroll module, in order to access the payroll module functionalities in the system, we have the roles available called payroll manager, payroll administrator, like this team. Then for compensation module, we have the roles available called compensation manager, then compensation administrator. Like this, we have a couple of roles for compensation team. For benefits, we have benefits admin, benefits manager. Like that, we have roles for benefits module. Then OLC, Oracle Learning Cloud. We have the roles like learning specialist, okay, etc. We have for this module team. Some of them I'm listing out. For ORC, for recruiting cloud, we have the roles like recruiting specialist, specialist, then hiring manager. Like this, we have the roles available team. So for every module in the system or every functional area in the system team, in order to access them, Oracle delivers standard roles in the system team. So whenever we are creating the user accounts in the system, now I'm creating a user account that is TrioTech Kumar. Creating the user account doesn't help me. What Kumar can do in the system? Kumar should have access to that functionalities. Kumar should have access to all the modules or the functionalities in the system, right? So team, whenever we creating the user account, we have to add the respective roles to that user account here team. Whenever you creating the user account, we have the role section here. Create, add role here, and then team, you have add role membership. So all the roles you can able to search here team. See, I'm searching with human resource manager. I could able to see the role coming up here to me. Okay. Okay. Whenever you are trying to add the roles team in the environments that which you are going to practice, try to pick up the role with the code Aura. This is the role name and this is the role code team. Whatever the others you are seeing, human resource manager, Tata, human resource manager, these are custom roles. What is that means? By default, Oracle delivers the seeded roles team. Within the concept of roles, we have certain concepts to discuss. We have types of roles team, like we have job roles, data roles, abstract roles, duty roles, aggregate privileges, like that. We, in the real-time environments team or in the real-time projects when you are working, we usually customize these as per our client requirement team. Certain data restrictions, certain functionality restrictions client will expect in their business requirement. So we will be customizing them. Okay. As part of that, for the other batch team, okay, previous to you, we have another batches going on morning time, like 7 to 8. For that batch, today I'm taking up the rules concept team. So I created this custom rules. How to create, what should be the requirement that might be receiving. We will talk that later. That is too early to discuss now. As of now, in the initial understanding, I want everyone to know how in the Fusion system, the concept of roles are working. For that matter, team, now we will try to add the standard Oracle delivered given roles for all the modules to access team. Once we complete our functional training, like this core, absence, payroll, everything, once you become familiarized with all the screens, configurations, then again I will take the separate classes on role management detailedly, how to customize the things and all. That is later part we can take team. Now, whenever you practicing also, when you searching for the role, try to take Aura one team, that is Oracle delivered standard role. The other were duplicates. As part of customizing them, we created team. Please ignore that. Now, even I will not add this role team. Let us see one basic role, like how we have the roles for every module team. The basic role that Oracle deliver in the system is employee role team. Means at least when a user log into the system, he should have access to his own personal information, his own self-service team. So there is one basic role called employee team. Let us try to create the account with that role and checkout team. Now see, I'm searching with employee. So what I told to pick up the code with Aura. Select it, add role membership. Now see team, that role I assigned to the user. Now let us try to complete the user account creation and let us try to log in with this user and check it out team. Now click on save and close. The user account will be created in the system team. Okay. Now the user account will be created team, right? The user account created. If you want to check out team, whether your user created or not, you can search here team. See, I'm searching with Kumar at the rate TrioTech something, and I could able to see my account coming up here. Just now I created team TrioTech Kumar, and this is the username of my employee, my user name that I given for this account team. Now let us try to log out from my login team, what I am using, the implementation super account that which I use it as of now, the training login team. And let us try to log in as Kumar at the rate TrioTech software trainings and checkout team. See, Kumar at the rate TrioTech software trainings.com. And then I'm giving the password what I have given team at the rate 123 something I'm giving whatever given. Now see team, I'm trying to log in with the new user that which I created in the system. Okay, that is Kumar at the rate TrioTech software trainings.com. Then the password I given. Now sign in. Now see team, I could able to log in into the system. I could able to log in into the system. See, good morning TrioTech Kumar. This is how manually you will be creating the user accounts in the system team. And observe the access here. What this person Kumar getting in the system team? Just this me access team. Because I added only one role to this user account, that is employee role. For that matter team, that employee role will give access to this me. this employee self-service team, only these things. And under tools, if I come, where is security console? Nothing. See here, if I come here, team, how many things I could able to see? Only these things I could able to see. And even if I come here, settings and action, only these options I could able to see. Hope you understood now how the concept of roles working team. Whenever we creating the user accounts team, depending upon the roles that we are adding to that user, the access will be provisioned in the system. Now let me do one thing. Let me sign out from Kumar and let me log in with my admin user account team, that is Trio HR, and let us try to add some more roles to this Kumar team, and let's check it out. Any improvisation that we can find or not. Okay. As a HR admin team, for creating the user account, for updating any user accounts or anything that you want to perform with respective to the users team, you should come to tools, security console. Okay. For creating, you have to click on users and add user account. But any existing user account, if you want to update, either if you know his name, username, you can pass that. If you know his email, you can search with his email or last name or first name, anything that you can keep in the parameter and you can search him. I know this person's email, that is kumar@TrioTech softwaretrainings.com. This is the one, right? Now, if I want to add some more roles team, I can come to the user account, select this one, click on team, so that you will land upon user account details section of that person, TrioTech Kumar. See, this is the category under which we created this user account. Username, first name, last name, email, and what is this team? Expiration date. Huh? What is this expiration date? Today is February 9th. Some date came. What is this team? 6/8/2024. Huh? Something like some date triggered up. Some 120 days down the line or something it triggered up. Who told that in the system employee's password should expire every time? That all we can configure team. I will tell you. In this category level, the username format, what should take, password policy, what should take, password expiry, how many days frequently it should expire, that all we can configure. That we will come to that point, team. Now see, as an admin in the system, if I want to add some more roles, I can come to edit, then I will land upon edit user account team. Even I can able to correct the details also team. Any corrections that I have, I can do that. Then on top of this team, any other roles I want to add, I can add here. Now see team, I will try to add some roles team. Human resource manager. Okay, select it. Then I will add human resource specialist. Okay. Even that one also, the Aura one I'm taking up team. Then let's say payroll administrator. I want to also give access to my payroll related functionalities. So payroll administrator role, I search here and I'm adding that team. Then what else? Compensation also I will give. Compensation also I'm adding team. Then let's give OLC access also, learning specialist also I'm giving team. Then team, like how we have the roles for our modules team. In order to create the user accounts, where we should go, I told you team, we should go to tools and then we should come to security console, I told you, correct team. So in order to access this security console also, we have a role by name called IT security manager is there in the system. In order to access security console, under tools, you require this role team. Like how for our all modules, we have different roles available team. In order to access the security console work area under tools, you require this IT security manager role. Like this, for every functional area, Oracle designated certain roles in the system team. So if you want to give access to that user, now see IT security manager, pick up that Aura one. See, that also I'm adding team. Now I added more roles to the user team, all the modules specific, then IT security manager and all. Now let's check it out team. Let me save and close. Let me save and close. Okay. Let me save and close. Now let us try to log out from my login and let us try to log in with this Kumar account team and check it out whether any functionalities improvised in the system or not. Now I logged out with my admin login team and I'm going to log in as Kumar. Okay. Kumar. Test at the rate 123. I have given the password for this. Now I'm signing in team. Now let's check it out. Now see team. Now see team. Earlier, I don't have these many options. Now see, I got my client groups. This is for HR manager, HR specialist roles we added, no, like this. See, these all are core HR related things team. Then see absences, access I got, goals, performance, profiles, compensation I added, no, compensation access I got. Then payroll I added, right? Payroll access I got. Then benefits, see team. And if I go to tools, security console also coming now. Why? I added that respective roles. So this is how the concept of roles will work team. Whatever the modules that you want to access in the system, with respective to that modules, whatever the roles we have, if that roles we added to the user team, the access will be working in the system. That is why a simple understanding to see here team. The entire security in the Fusion system is working on a concept called what? RBAC, roles based access control. Based on the roles that you are assigning to the user account, the access to that functionalities will get as simple as that team. So whenever we creating the user accounts team, just creating the user account is not sufficient. We have to add the respective roles to that user account team. Then only that user can able to access all the functionalities in the system. Now let me go back to my admin login. I'm signing out as TrioTech Kumar. And by the way, team, whenever you creating any user accounts or when we forgot password, everything, I was telling you right yesterday, system will send the notification to the email of that user team. See here. Okay. If I go to my email team, I can see the email also I might be receiving here. See here. See here, team. Congratulations. New account has been created. And sender is what? Our URLC, ESLL dev 5. This is my application, no? ESLL dev 5, our pod number. That is, you can see. And this is my mail ID team, kumar@triotechsoftwaretrainings.com. And hello, TrioTech, an account has been created for you. Then this is your email user ID. Then temporary password, if you want, you can access here. Or if you want to reset, you can reset. These notifications, whether should trigger or not, what should be the body of the email. Here my client expecting some more message should come to the employee when the account created. That all are customizable team. These notification settings and all also we have to talk along with the user account rules that we are going to talk about team. User account rules means what team? Means what team? What should be the user ID format? Currently email taking up automatically, but my client is telling Kumar, every employee's first name dot last name should be the username for that employee in my organization. How we can customize? Or password policy should be simple, like only 8 characters. Okay, that one uppercase, one lowercase, that's all. Or password every 3 months, every 90 days it should expire. Or notifications I want to send with this textual message, something like that. We can able to customize all that rules, team. That will be resided at the category level that we will see, team. Now let me log in back with my admin login team, trio.hr, and let us see what else we can discuss with respective to user account team. User account team. Let me go to tools. Okay. Let me go to tools. Come to security console. Come to security console. Then go to users. Okay. And then here you can able to search for that account which you created, team. Kumar@TrioTechSoftwareTrainings.com. This is the user account which we created, team. Now, as an admin, if I want to reset the password, let's say this user came back telling that, hey, I forgot my password. They can able to reset. When they're signing in, we have the option, right? Forgot username, forgot password, they can do. But let's say the user reported that he is not having access to the system. He's working in some remote location. As an admin, I want to reset and I have to send that to the employee. Then go to that account, go to that account. Okay, then we have the reset password option. As an admin, if I want to reset the password of any employee account or any account in the system, team, reset password. So I have two options, team. Automatically, if I select team, that password reset link will send to the user. If not, team, I can choose manually and I can keep the user ID and password manually here and I can able to reset, team. This password policy, how to be set it up, that all we can customize, team. That is from this category level that all rules will be made. So that we cannot discuss in today's session because almost we reached it, team. In the next session on Monday, I will take that topic, team, how that customizations as part of user accounts to be done, team. So resetting the password will be done here. So any roles that you want to add for any account at any given point of time, you can able to add role. Any role that you want to delete, this access you want to restrict, you can able to delete the role. Remove all roles if you click, team. At one shot, all roles if you want to remove. See, all the roles will get deleted at a time. If you save and close, then done, team. But I don't want that. Let me go back, cancel, and let me check it out, team. So that is remove all roles or one by one, team. And what is this auto provisioning? As Ravi was asking me in the as part of the doubt, what is that? Kumar, user accounts for employees, you are telling automatically system will create. What about the roles in that case? Roles also should auto assign, right? We have a concept in the roles called auto provisioning, team. So these things we will discuss detailedly when we come to the role management classes, team. So in the initial security, team, our much emphasis will be on user account creation part. Because as soon as we deploy to the project, team, how we can able to have our user accounts created in the system. To make that point clear, I want everyone to know how in the Fusion system we can create the user accounts, team. For employees, once we configure core HR module and once we hiring the employees in the system, we can see, team, how automatically the user accounts are creating for the employees, and within the roles also how that automatic or auto provisioning is working. So the role management I will take up later, team. At least I want to complete 3 or 4 modules because as such none of you are familiar with the screens. In core HR, what all functionalities we have, in absence, what all functionalities we have, or in payroll, what we have, you don't know as of now. So first you get habituated with all the configuration screens in this team. Then we will talk about customizing of the rules. what are the different types of roles we have in the system, that all. But as of now, I hope everyone understood how the RBAC concept is working. And in the Fusion system, whenever we create the user account, depending upon the roles that we are adding to the user, how the access is provisioning in the system team. And then here team, we have a couple of actions option to do. As an admin, when you come to any user account team, we have a couple of options to deal with here. See, lock account, reset password, delete account, compare user, copy user, like we have a couple of options to deal with team. So when the account will get locked automatically, now account is live. When the account will get logged automatically, and how we can unlock the account, how to reset the password from here, how to delete, or when the account will become inactive in the system team, that all I will take up in next session team, because almost we reach the timing team. So we'll take this topic in next session team on Monday. We will continue with all these features that what an admin can perform to the user account. And most importantly, we will be touch basing on the user account rules. What is this category actually? Whenever we creating a user account, what is this category? Why default is coming? How we can configure? What should be the username format? What should be the password policy or expiration policy, notification settings? That all we can see in this category team. So in the next session, I will be talking about the user category concept, how we can customize the rules according to the client requirement, and also these actions button, what are all these features we will see team. So now any questions in today's topic, online people?
Hi Kumar, Wasim this side.
Yeah, Wasim.
Kumar, I want to ask about the batch. It will be not on weekend, correct? Just weekdays.
No, Monday to Friday. Saturday
Okay,
and Sunday you can use for practicing.
Okay, and it's regarding the study material when we will receive it.
Today you will get, see, actually till last night we were taking up the enrollments for all participants. As such, we were in the phase of creating the accounts for your learning dashboards and all. Maximum people already we shared. Please check in your spam folder also team, in your email, what you have provided to us. All the accesses we have provided to you. Materials, please follow the community in the WhatsApp. I will be sharing in that community probably by today. I will share with everyone.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And our
Yeah.
next session will be on Monday team. So whoever yet to confirm, probably all the participants in the batch, maximum I can see confirmed their enrollments. 2 or 3, probably Ravi or some participants are there.
Yeah, I'll
Divya,
confirm today, Kumar.
yeah, Indra Tej, some people I can name, Mubin. So please confirm team so that you will also will get access. Rajshekhar Reddy, some people I can see, 4 or 5 participants team. So we have already closed the enrollments team. Maximum by today we will be closing. So we have close to 70 plus. So that's all team. So let's take up any doubts for today, please.
Kumar, this is
I-
Krishna.
Okay, Krishna, please.
Yeah, two questions. First question, what of instance access regarding? So, I mean, how we get through email. And second question is, let us say our client, I mean, they license only procurement module or cloud procurement,
Okay.
but still they are accessing some, HR access,
HR,
employee,
understood.
shared HR. So, is it only for employee buyer purpose, or we can't
Correct.
see roles like it is HR manager or HR analyst role?
See, basically, we have the concept of offerings are there. Whenever any company buying the product from Oracle, Oracle will sell the license based on the product offerings. So client can choose what all modules they want. They can buy that related offering only. In your case, only procurement, I mean, that is actually not HCM, only procurement of supply chain related offering they might subscribe with. Along with that, whatever the interdependency HR side features are there, some might be coming up to you. If you are not able to see means your client not licensed with fully HCM product.
Okay. And there is no security profiles, right? Like EBS we are doing for all access related
No,
security profile.
we have here also.
Oh,
In the roles
okay.
concept, as I told, when we have to customize, no, we have
Oh.
security profiles here also, the same concept.
Also, this access, how we will get this information about this for training access, demo access?
We'll share that.
Okay.
Today we'll share that. Don't
Thank
worry,
you.
we'll share that.
Hi Kumar, this is Siddharth here.
Hey Siddharth, yes.
Yeah, so actually, the email ID which you have provided, so is it for only the TrioTech website or just to practice this Oracle also?
No. For TrioTech website, you got instance access. We have not shared it to anyone. Today, I will share
Okay.
this instance access to everyone.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi Kumar, Gautam this
Hi
side.
Kumar. Hi Kumar.
Yeah, someone. Priyanka, yes.
Yeah. I have a question. Suppose as you're what- customizing the roles based on giving access based on the customized roles. So, is there anything which we can give overall access for implementation like that we have? Like instead of
All
giving,
roles.
yeah, for HR. If you want to give access like human resource manager, payroll, compensation, so instead of going and selecting one by one, is there
is one
anything
common
like
role.
common role?
Actually, by default, not available. If you want like that, you can create that. All the
Okay.
policies or the privileges, whatever there in these roles, you can consolidate everything and you can create. But that will be bit complex to do that. But yes, we can do that one also. Custom role we can define.
And one more question is like, suppose you are going to search, there is already an existing employee added to the
John recording
access
there, yeah.
account user, and there are like many users with the same name. So ideally we can go and check with the email ID. Suppose if we don't
Person
remember the
number will be
email
there,
ID.
no? The differentiation will be based upon the employee ID or employee number. Some sort of difference will be, we can pick up that one.
Okay, because I didn't find how to search with how to find differentiate.
We have
If
there
you are
only, no? When
searching
we are
with the
searching,
John,
when we are searching for John, here the person number also came for the employee, if you could notice. See, when I'm creating a user, then worker, let's say I search with employee name, okay, something I'm searching. This is the number.
person number. So this will be
Unique for
different for
every employee to employee. But in this case, you can see 927-417. They're unique like that.
How we get to know this person number? Like we have created.
That is part of core HR module. Once we complete the configuration and once we hire the employee, for every employee, person numbers will be created. Like employee ID concept, that is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Hi, Kumar.
Chandra. Yeah, Shekhar.
Yeah.
Shekhar.
Yeah. Actually, this is a general doubt for me. Like AI is taking over everything now. So with respect to this module or Oracle HCM Fusion, this thing, what is the, probability or the chances like to use AI in these modules? Is there any kind of
Shekhar, as such, we don't see any intervention of AI into the ERP products because these all are the man or human handled systems basically. So it doesn't mean that AI will not have any hand in this. There might be chances, but not fully taken over by the AI. Only in the span of automation testings in these areas, we might expect that. But as such, from the point of configurations or implementations, we don't have any impact of that in these technologies.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi,
Kumar.
Raisa here.
Yeah, please. Hi.
Yeah, actually, when you said that when we are automatically creating the user accounts, say if we have hired an employee, we are automatically creating, but due to some user account configuration rule discrepancy, the account is not created, and then we have a manual approach to create such user account. In such scenarios, will the system send any process?
Notifications
I mean, anything errors out that saying that this
it,
account was not
it won't trigger anything. So what usually in the business they will do is something like they will rely upon the reports, BIP or OTBI level. We have the user account reports like that. So whoever getting hired in this week or for every 2 days you want to check out, you can able to run the report in the backend and you can check out.
okay.
But by default, system will not send any notification to any user.
Okay.
And can I know with whom I'm speaking? Mubin, right?
Yeah. Actually, it's been logged in with some other laptop. That's why.
Who is this? What's your name?
Raisa. I've already enrolled 2 days back.
Raisa. Okay. Fine, no problem.
Hi Kumar,
So,
Swati this side.
yes, Swati, yes.
Yeah, actually I have a query on the top of what the previous person asked. So if this employee is not got enrolled, that automatic process will also get to the error also where exactly it got failed.
No, we don't get anything like that. See, only reason that the reason behind will be with the username ID that what we are going up. Simple thing. Very rare situation that will happen. When is in the system user account rule you have given as either email ID of the person or first name dot last name rules you have given. While hiring, you have given last name, first name you have not given. That could be. Or while you are hiring the employee, the user ID you have not given, the email ID you have not given. That could be the reason. Only these are the simplest reasons you will be having that.
Okay. And is there any way to search out number of roles present in the system? Like one by one we search with name of human or something else which we create custom.
Here we can able to check out all the roles that Oracle delivered in the system. You can able to search here, but again you have to pass some characters here, or you can try it out either of the way. Okay, this is not working in this. Usually you have to search here, the role section. If you want to get a dump of it, then again from the backend you have to get BI reports or OTBI reports. You have to search, run the report and get it.
Okay.
Kumar, hi Kumar.
Gautam, please.
Kumar, like for one designation, we have multiple roles like payroll manager, specialist, HR manager, specialist. So, what is the difference in manager and specialist?
See, admin or a specialist is nothing but the HR perspective roles. Okay. Managers, whatever we have, they are basically from the point of manager subordinate relationship, what a manager can perform to his subordinates. That sort of privileges will be there in that. In admin, as a HR admin, what all transactions that HR can perform in the system, or that relationship related accesses will be there. Usually, these will be the two in any module. Manager and admin access will be there.
Like if you need to run payroll or sort of kind of thing, so manager and admin, they both
Some
can't.
functionalities will give access in both the places. For running the payroll, even manager also sufficient. Okay. Well, team,
Hi,
then.
Kumar.
Yeah, any
Hi,
questions?
Kumar. Yes, Kumar.
Suman, please.
Kumar, even how much technical we can cover here, mostly in the function only, but how many classes conducting for the
These
technical?
concepts will be covered. So technical all the way around 25 classes we can expect altogether all these concepts.
But inbound, outbound, how many classes?
Sorry, inbound?
Outbound. Maybe all the reports are generated here because
inbound, outbound, you can expect close to 12 to 13 classes considering data loaders and outbounds.
okay. Actually, in techno functional rule, it's sufficient, right?
100% whatever the technical we are covering here as part of this program, that is quite sufficient. You can able to work individually on all these concepts.
Okay.
Right, team. I'll conclude here for today. Thank you, everyone. Next session will be on Monday. Let's join back Monday and we'll continue, team. We will share the access to everyone by today. You can start practicing on the things. And whoever yet to confirm, please confirm, team.
I have one query,
Yes, Harpreet.
quick one. As in PeopleSoft, we can fetch the details from the backend using SQL. Over here also we have that system or
This
setup.
same we have similar kind of thing, but we have these three tools available.
Will you
BI,
be sharing
OTBI,
some record names for security, admin, and workflow and rest of the modules as well?
Sorry, can?
Will you be sharing some record names also so that we can fetch the details from the backend?
Definitely. But too early, guys. You are already an experienced professionals in some ERPs where you are thinking the system from the point of your experience. So we will definitely see for every module what all tables we have in each table, what all columns we have from where we can fetch the data. We'll see that here. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Harpreet. No problem. So all the things are lined up. The thing is, it just matter of module that once we reach over there, we will discuss about that. That's all. Okay. Right, team. Thank you, everyone, team. Have a nice weekend. Let's join back on Monday.
Thank you. Thank you, Kumar.
Thank you,
Thank you, Kumar.
Thank you, Kumar.